What's up, everybody? We got a new review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Wenger Ranger 51. So for some quick size comparisons before the review starts, this knife is 3.2 ounces heavy, 5.1 inches closed, has a 4-inch blade, and has a very unique lock, which I'll show you. And here it is next to a Paramilitary 2, one-hand Trekker, and a Victorinox Spartan. So let's take a look at this knife. Usually when you see Wenger Victorinox, you think of the more stereotypical Swiss Army knife type. But this knife is basically a competitor in like the $30–$35 range with most other one-hand folders, stuff like the Tenacious and the Skyline and other things like that. And for that, I don't really think I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's not really that good of a purchase. It's a very big knife though, so if you are looking for a really big knife or you really like the design or something, then try it out. But at the beginning here, I'll just say this is not a super favorable review. So let's open up the blade first. First of all, actually even before that, it's really hard to open this thing one-handed. That's because you can see here, even though it does have a liner lock, that's what this thing is. On the back here, there is still a back spring, just like a Swiss Army knife. So in addition to having that normal lock, the liner lock, there's pressure being put on the blade, encouraging the closing from that back spring. It's sort of like here, I'll show you on the Victorinox. These springs back here that, the slip joint springs that keep the knife open. They had them on this knife. So it's really hard to open and close. You can see I really have trouble. I can't do it fast. And the handle shape is not super great for the for being able to grip that hole and easily swinging out the blade. So it's very hard to open actually. But once you do get it open, you do have a nice 4-inch blade. It's an interesting design. It's not really sort of like a clip point. There's a little bit of a drop here, so it does have a decent amount of belly and it's very long. The grind is nice. It's your standard, Swiss Army knife flat grind. The steel is the Wenger stainless steel or the Victorinox stainless steel, which is always a good value. I'm not worried about the steel on this guy, but it does scratch easily. It'll come with sort of like a mirror, not a mirror finish, but a high satin finish. And I don't know if you can tell, let me try to focus on it. There's a lot of scratches on the blade. Just minor scuffs, but they show up easily. Besides that though, the steel is easy to maintain. It will take a very nice edge. And it does have a nice utility shape. Going to the top of the blade here is the hole, and that's kind of an awkward shape though. You can look at it when the knife is closed, and really it's kind of hard to find the right position to kind of push with your thumb to get that blade out. So let's go to the handle. You have a handle of just plastic. I don't think it's even FRN, but it is plastic. It does have these, contours, sort of like a cutout, which does make it a little bit more ergonomic, this little grip panel, which doesn't really grip, but it's kind of tacky, so. Not even tacky, it's just kind of pointy. But it's not very grippy, so. It's very thick, too. I'll show it next to my Paramilitary 2. And, the thickness difference is probably not as obvious in this shot, but there's a significant difference. It's probably twice as thick, not twice, or maybe 1.5 times. It's like if you took these G10 slabs and doubled the size. So it is a very thick knife. That, in my mind, makes it kind of hard to carry and kind of awkward to do so. So, that's another hit on this knife. Disengaging the lock, you can do it just standard liner lock style. You can just put your thumb fingernail in here and just move the blade like that. Or you can use the symbol here, which actually is a button. You can depress Focus. Focus. Okay, you can depress this button here, which will actually push the liner over. I don't know if you can see right here, but there's a little bar that pushes the liner down. So you just push that button, and then you can close the knife. You know, I think that's a little hokey. I'd just rather have a standard liner lock because I'm just so used to that, as probably most knife people are. So, though the lock works, I mean, there's a bit of play. There actually is quite a bit of play. So, now I can't even say it's that good. You can hear it. This is a user though, so it might have loosened up over time. The lanyard hole is absolutely tiny. This model doesn't always come with a clip. I think you have to search for the one with the clip. And you know, I don't really think this. If you're even going to get this, I don't really think it's great in the EDC role. Maybe more of like a folding utility knife or like a folding camp knife, because it's just so hard to like open. But normally it doesn't come with a clip, and you have to get this separately. I don't know why you'd need to do that, but who knows. The clip is really, it sticks out a lot from the knife. And though it is the nice fold over that allows you to get decently deep carry, there's still a bit of plastic hanging out. The tension is fine on the clip. I don't know what all these curves are for though. You can't move the clip anywhere else too, so you know, it's just for right hand tip down, so that's only one choice. There's also this little notch in the plastic back here. I'm actually not sure what this is for. Anyways, there's a lot of problems with this knife. You know, it's not like horrible. I mean, it still works as a cutting tool. But a lot of the stuff with opening and closing it, and just the fit and finish, and just the overall level of just, you know, how I feel with this knife. I mean, if it's so hard to open that I'm going to struggle opening the knife, I mean, it's really not going to be EDC knife. And you know, I'd probably go with a fixed blade for a camp work, or even for, you know, preparing food or something. So I'm not sure where this knife fits in. Price is relatively low. It's like $30. So if you really like the design, I mean, it's not gonna break your bank to get this knife, but I wouldn't advise it so much. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Much more coming later. Bye.